Hi guys, we're on the weekly time frame for GBPJPY. We're just going to analyze the chart and draw in where price is currently at the moment. So you can see price has been respected within this region here. There has been a large bearish momentum here before price is consolidated and decided that it's quite unsure of what it wants to do. We can see that there is a bearish momentum here. It looks like that price is going up. We can tell because there's a very thin wick here, and wicks always indicate reversal or change in market, but we can't be sure. So what we do is we break it down on a daily and 4-hour time frame. So on the daily time frame, if I zoom out, automatically you can see there's a huge large chunk of consolidation that we need to address. So in terms of the consolidation chunk, it's this area here. So from here to here, and from here to here, this area here is a large area of consolidation. But let's take a look at what's happened. Price here has been bullish up until this resistance point here. Price came down, consolidated within this region, quite unsure of what it wanted to do, until price then decided that it wanted to become bearish. We saw a break in the market, a breakout from this range all the way up until this point here. At this point here, price became the new support level. Why did it become the support level here? We need to look left. Always look left in the market and you'll see at this point here, price became support. At this point here, it was resistance. Here, resistance. Here, broke through support. So many points in the past, it's either been support or resistance, and that's the level that it's tested here. And it's held as support up until this point here, forming a ceiling of resistance. And this ceiling of resistance is quite important because if we look left, always look left in the market because it gives you an indication of why that point here is addressed as either support or resistance, why it has held at that level. So if we look left, we can see that here, here, and around here it's tried to creep up to resistance. It's not been able to, it's come back down. So at all of those points, price has been held as a resistance. So that level here, that line is very important. So price then fell back down to this point here. It held as support for a brief time before it retraced. So there's been a huge retracement today in the market with GBPJPY. Most of it's been due to news, but regardless, we've still got price within these brackets here that we've drawn on our weekly chart, so we're still okay. In terms of seeing where an entry point will be for this uptrend here that's continuing, we break it down on a 4-hour chart. So if we go down to the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart tells us that even though we can see a bullish trend forming, we still need to find a new entry point because our entry point was here, but because we were actually caught out by news here, we didn't see this happening, and this became our new level of support. So price needs to come back to our entry point for us to enter into the market. So we need to find a new entry point. So our new entry point could be the wick of these candles here. So this resistance point here around there has held as a new support level in the past, so that is a good entry point for us to take on and enter into the market. We then need to find a new level of take profit, so our new take profit level will be at a new level of support or resistance. So this level is roughly around here. If we look in the past, look left, it's held many times. And we also need to find a take profit 2 point. So if we place a take profit 2 point there, So if we place it there, we see that in the past, has it held? Yeah, it's held. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's held in many places before. More than 2 points is enough. That's more than enough confirmation that that's a valid point of either an entry point, take profit, or even a stop loss, which I'm going to come onto shortly. Note the wick of this candle here. It indicates market change, and we can see that if we hang on a minute, if we enlarge in this chart, we can see that it's slowly forming an upwards trend, but we don't want to enter into the market here because we're waiting for this entry point here. So this entry point here will give us confirmation that yep, this is definitely a buy. So that's a take profit 1, that's a take profit 2. Measuring take profit 1 and 2. We've got roughly 82 pips to 163 pips, and you can just go on and on until the next take profit level, and it's always going to be your next level of support or resistance. So yeah, you can do that, and you can just see where to take your profit. But with me, I like to lock in my profits and then re-enter into a trade because I know I've secured those pips. But a lot of traders like to leave it to take profit too. That's not an issue. It's just preference, and it's just how well you are in terms of how well of a trader you are and how happy you are to do that. So I mean, it's fine if you do that. That's not an issue. But yeah, let's talk about what happened here. So what happened here was, if I make the chart small so we can see this consolidation range here. So today we saw a bearish flag, so that came down. Watch this consolidation here. Consolidated, right? This point here, drop down. Now this point here, consolidated, right? This point here came up. Right, this is pulling back slightly, but if this point holds here as consolidation, this bearish flag has been broken and it's now forming a bullish flag. So there will be a consolidation point at some point, but at the minute it's a bullish flag. So what happened was, it came down as a bearish flag and it held as consolidation, continuation from the bearish flag, held at this point here as support, and now it's slowly starting to go up. So that's my analysis, guys. In terms of the time frames I use weekly, daily, and 4 hour. There's no indicators on the chart. I do naked analysis, so I'm able to get a clear view of what's going on in the market. I mean, I will confirm it with a few indicators. I'll post those sometime soon, or I'll give you access to my YouTube channel later on this week. But that's how I analyze the chart. So that would be my entry point. This would be my take profit 1. That would pretty much be my take profit 2, and that's pretty much the signal I've sent out earlier. In terms of your stop loss, so I've got a lot of people asking me where to put your stop loss. So my stop loss is always in an area of open space because I know that price is bound to move. So I'm giving it room to move, and we can see here when news came out earlier, price continued to go downwards. So no one could predict that. So the stop loss was somewhere around, if I take this one, somewhere around here. So if price isn't reaching that region, that's where you can put your stop loss. But if your account's small and you're worried about your margin taking you out, then place your stop loss at the previous level of resistance or support. So it will be about here for those of you with a small account. So the closer you place your stop loss, it's not the better, because you always want to leave room for price to move, but it's okay to place it fairly close if your account's smaller and manage your risk. You just have to sort of judge where that is. I mean, I usually do to about 300 to 350 pips away because I give it room to move, but it's up to you. So that's just my analysis on GBPJPY. I will post more signals tomorrow, usually 2 to 3 a day. The YouTube channel is on the way. There will be a lot of posts like this on there. I'll be talking about how to use Ichimoku Cloud, how to use other indicators, stochastics, a big one, moving averages. But a lot of you need to understand that with the indicators, they can't keep up with the chart. So I don't use indicators as such, but I do use them as confirmation at times. But we'll come on to that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Yeah, so I'll be with you with more signals tomorrow. I'm holding my GBPJPY position open tonight for anyone wondering. Um, Other positions I'm holding open are Euro CHF, and there was another signal earlier. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, okay, that's it from me. Thank you.